There is more to being a patriot and a citizen than reciting the pledge or raising a flag.
I couldn't be happier, Don, to see the turmoil in both of these two political parties. They need a wake-up call. We need a revolution. When I say revolution, it doesn't have to be violent. It can be at the ballot box. And it's time now for the people to rise up and let them know we are still the boss, not the two political parties. Jesse Ventura coming into the race changes the dynamics of it completely, I would think. And I've been pretty successful at beating the two parties before. I've done it twice. And, I'm giving it consideration. Keeping people motivated is a difficult thing. And now that that Senator Sanders has jumped on board with Hillary Clinton, it's just business as usual for the Democrats now.
Secretary Clinton has won the Democratic nominating process, and I congratulate her for that. She will be the Democratic nominee for president, and I intend to do everything I can to make certain she will be the next president of the United States.
And for those that think there's going to be some mammoth change, when Barack Obama won president, I was happy. I mean, I never believed I'd see an African-American president in my lifetime, and I did. But did anything change? No. Now we're going to allegedly get the first woman president. Well, that's nice. We'll have a woman president. Will anything change? No, because the system is still corrupt. It's bought off with special interest and bribery. And in order to survive in the system, you have to be comfortable with bribery.
You said on Super Tuesday, if that endorsement went to Hillary Clinton, that it might affect your future and decision. Where do you stand tonight? Would you jump in?
I gave it serious thought, and I felt I wanted to do the campaign. I wanted to take on the Democrats and Republicans, but I'm 65, and I thought to myself, well, you got to do it till 70. And I really wasn't 100% into doing the job. And if you're going to run for that job, you got to be 100% committed to it. Personally, Ed, I'd rather be surfing in Mexico in the winter.
First, he was a dishwasher at a restaurant, and then he worked in the Navy. And I guess he got political when he went into the Navy, but then he went into wrestling.
Jesse, the Body Ventura, welcome back to the Bay Area.
Well, you know what? This is going to be truly indeed a sad day for old Chico from Tijuana.
Well, he's from Tacula, Mexico.
Well, that's a suburb of Tijuana. Who cares, You ever been down there? You ever faced Chico's revenge when he'd sell you one of them tacos? Wow, 24 hours later, you pay for it, Mean Gene.
Along with a little Mexican tap water,
yeah.
Yes, I get it.
Which you could consider political to an extent, because I suppose politics can essentially be wrestling. Then he was a high school football coach, so he was pretty much apolitical throughout that time. Then he ran for mayor and won, and then ran for governor. Jesse talks about the similarities between wrestling and politics all the time. He did an entire class at Harvard. He taught an entire class at Harvard on how professional wrestling prepares you for politics. I'd suggest that to anybody who wants to look into Jesse. It's very informative.
When I went and taught at Harvard in 2004, one of my classes was how pro wrestling prepares you for politics. And it truly does, because it makes you comfortable in front of the mic. It makes you have to ad-lib and think on your feet. And also probably the most is that who you really are and who may not be the same person. In politics today, and you'll hear me say that to the crowd today, politics today is pro wrestling. It is pro wrestling, and you know what I mean by that? I mean by that the Dems and Repubs in front of you and in front of the public is going to tell how they hate each other and how they're different, but as soon as the cameras go off in the back room, they're all going out to dinner together, and they're all buddies cutting deals. It's just like pro wrestling. In front of the public, we hate each other, we're going to rip our heads off, but in the locker room, we're all friends.
Are you suggesting professional wrestling is fake?
I'm suggesting politics is fake.
He's popularized stuff and brought more attention to stuff like the fact that Area 51 isn't filled with aliens, it's filled with environmental destruction. The workers who worked at Area 51, they couldn't even sue Area 51, they were getting diseases of all kinds from all the radiation poisoning. They're up to a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But Jesse's interviewed people he's interviewed whistleblowers. I mean, I would think Jesse stands a chance in 2020 if he runs.
Donald Trump is president of the United States. It's a very divisive issue. A couple of days ago you were saying there's maybe the Green Party might want you to run for president. Is this a serious consideration you're making right now? And do you think that America needs to not have Trump be president given the kind of climate of division?
I will give it serious consideration, but there are many negatives, because the big thing that you have to understand is that when you choose to start running for an office of governor or something that high, president, your life at that point is not yours anymore. And if you win, which I don't run to not win, I run to win. If and when you win, then for 4 years your life is not going to be yours anymore. And that truly is the dilemma that I will face in making this decision of whether I want to. I've already given up 14 years of my life. 6 years in the United States Navy, 4 years as a mayor, 4 years as a governor. That's 14 years. Do I want to go 18? I don't know. And that's the dilemma for me, is do I want to make the commitment to give up my life for that 5 or 6 year period for sure. And especially it's difficult. I'm 67 and a half now. The door ain't that wide anymore of time left.